so I just finished work. I started really early this morning, so I haven't got much reading done so far. I did start Alex Approximately last night, and then I read a little in my break, and I'm really loving it so far. It's totally my type of book. Bailey is super easy to relate to. She loves film, which, like, I mean, that's me in a nutshell. And I don't know, there's like little like quips and stuff that I feel like if you didn't know film that well, you might not get as much, but I do, and it makes me really happy. And there's these cute little film quotes at the top of every chapter, like the chapter I'm in at the moment. Chapter 3 has a Mean Girls quote, chapter 2 had a Pitch Perfect quote. So it's really cute, really sweet. I'm excited to see where it goes, and I think I'll get it done pretty fast because of that. In terms of audiobooks, The Hazelwood, I'm up to chapter 26. I'm like in the middle of that, which is right at the end. It's like there's only 1 or 2 chapters left, so there's really not much left of The Hazelwood, which is exciting. I'll probably finish that today because later I'm going to a friend's house, and she lives like 45 roughly minutes away, and I think the drive there and back will definitely be enough to finish off The Hazelwood. So that'll be my second book of this Booktube-A-Thon, read-a-thon done. Now, what else am I listening to? Sharp Objects. Sharp Objects I was listening to while I was cleaning my room last night. I started using AirPods and my life has changed. I didn't think they would be that useful. I didn't think they would be that great. I was like, what's really the difference between just like headphones and AirPods? But there's like a massive difference. Like being able to move around and not have to be right next to your laptop or like have to rely on the laptop speakers and stuff is pretty good. It's pretty handy, I'll say. So I was listening to that. I'm like almost halfway through that audiobook as well. So I'm moving at a pretty good pace, I would say. I have tomorrow off and I have Sunday off. Sunday I am doing a lot, but I'm hoping that whatever I have left I can just plow through Saturday night and Sunday. Saturday night I do actually have plans at 9:30. I just remembered I'm going to see the MIF, which is Melbourne International Film Festival. They have a special of Drive, which is one of my favorite films, and it's like live scored, which I adore. I've seen a few now. I saw Harry Potter last year. I've seen Doctor Who live scored. So I'm really excited to see Drive because Nicholas Winding Refn has amazing music choices in his films, and I think it's going to be quite amazing. So I do actually have plans Saturday night, but I will be reading in between every second of my day. I really want to get these 7 books done. I think it's possible. I mean, it is probably better if I tried to do a book a day and if I maybe didn't choose as many larger books. I didn't realize that I was averaging like a 400-page book each time, but that's okay. You live and you learn. This is my first read along. It's fine. I can do it. I can get it done. I will try. Anyways, that's where I stand. I'm going to read a little bit more of Alex Approximately before I head over to my friend Gigi's, and then we're gonna play Muggles Against Humanity, which I'm actually really excited about, and I haven't played it yet. I got it for my birthday. I'm going with the right crowd to play it. I'm excited. I will film what I can. I'm sure she'll be fine if I film around her house. I'm also taking my big papa. Where is he? There he is. Hello. What are you doing? Look at that face. So it's a good night when I can go to a friend's house and take my giant dog. Like, that's my dream. And play board games. And listen to audiobooks on the way. What else could a girl ask for? Good morning and welcome to day 5 of the Booktube-A-Thon. I think I've fallen behind. I feel like I have. Last night I was feeling pretty good, but then I realized like I should probably be on at least my 5th book by now. I finished The Hazelwood last night. I have finished The Lost of August. I'm halfway through Sharp Objects. I'm about a third of the way through Alex approximately. I'm going to start Life and Death today, and I'll make sure I wear the beanie. I feel like Alex approximately and Life and Death will be 2 really quick reads, I'm hoping. So I want to smash them both today, but I feel like that's probably a bit out of my league and maybe a little bit too presumptuous of myself, perhaps. Anyway, I have a few errands that I need to run in the morning, so I'm going to listen to a little bit more of Sharp Objects, and then it's going to be hardcore reading for the rest of the day. I have 0 other plans. I can still do this. I can still make it happen, I think. I hope. I want to. I think it's doable. I probably haven't done enough in the first few days to help me out for the last few, but we'll see how it goes and I'll keep you guys updated. Last night I went to my friend's house. We played Cards Against Muggles. I think it actually is, not Muggles Against Humanity. I think it's Cards Against Muggles. I should probably know, seeing as I'm the one that owns it. I didn't film because she had other friends around, but it was a little bit overwhelming. It's so strange to see something that you love from your childhood put into such a risque environment. I think that's the nicest way I can say it. There was some serious, like, mental images happening. It was crazy, but it was really fun and funny, and I had a really great time. I got home pretty late, so I didn't do much reading after that. I'm tired all the time this week. It's been so strange, but yeah, it was a good time. I'm so sad I didn't get to film any of it because honestly, some of the cards were hilarious. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated and I will see you later. So I'm back home. I just had some lunch. It's a little bit chilly today, so I'm in my dressing gown under a blanket on the couch. Jinx is literally just waiting for me to sit back so she can go onto my lap. But first, I wanted to show you what I got while I was out. So I did see this when I was out the other day, and I was like, I don't need it. It's fine. Like, it can stay there. But I was at the same place and I was like, you know what? Do I need it? No. Will it make me happy? Yes. So I picked up this gorgeous copy of Game of Thrones in a hardcover, and I'm sorry, but that's beautiful. It's like an illustrated edition. I will go into more detail about it with a book haul that I'll do at the end of August for like a winter book haul thing, but like it was only $20. So for like a really special hardcover edition, I think that's pretty good, and that's why I went back and I bought it. And at the same time, they actually gave me a voucher for like my next purchase my next purchase of $40 or more, I get $5 off. So win. I just got like $5 off my next purchase, which, let's be honest, there'll be another one and I'll just make sure it's a $40 one and I'll get $5 off. It's not that hard to do in a bookstore. We've all been there. It's fine. But yeah, I'm super happy with this. I did actually reread Game of Thrones last year maybe, or maybe the year before. So it's still really fresh in my mind, especially because the first book and the first season of the show are identical. Like, they did so well in terms of bringing that book to life that everything is perfectly in my mind because I've also seen it, not only read it. But also that's not to say that like the rest of the seasons aren't as book accurate. It's just that they literally can't put in as much stuff as the series goes on because the books just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it totally makes sense that they need to, you know, cut away some of the storylines. Also, they actually caught up, the showrunners caught up to George R.R. Martin, so they literally had nowhere else to go. They created their own storylines in conjunction with him, and they asked him and stuff, but like I find that pretty funny that like a TV showrunner that's been running, like this show's been running for what, like 8 or 9 years now, caught up to George R.R. Martin because he still hasn't given us the next book. Anyway, that's fine. I have other stuff I need to read. And I haven't even caught up in the reading because like I said, the books get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it has been some time since I picked them up. And that's why I did do the Game of Thrones reread. It was initially to get back into fully reading them. But it's time consuming. I think I might reread what I've done through audiobooks after this Booktube-A-Thon, and then I might, if I'm enjoying the audiobooks and I like the reader and I like how it seems to flow, then I might do it through that. Otherwise, I'll catch up to where I am already up to, and then I'll read physically. I think I'm up to like the 5th or 6th book. So, yeah. Anyway, now that I have had my lunch, I was watching a few reading vlogs by other booktubers, specifically Books with Chloe. I've recently come onto her channel and I really, really love her. I think she's so genuine. Also, I love watching a fellow Australian booktuber. That's kind of nice because a lot of the ones that I follow are American and they get to go to such cool events in America that I desperately wish I could go to, but one day I will. Anyway, I'm going to read as much as I can of Alex Approximately. I really want to finish this one today. Like I said, I'm really loving it. I haven't read any more than earlier this morning yet. But I'm about to start and I have nothing planned for the rest of the day. So it is 10 to 2. And basically, I'm just gonna smash this out. Let's see where I'm at in like 2 hours, at like 4. Hopefully way over halfway. Hopefully like, oh my god, I'm so excited. Anyway, let's go. Okay, it's just past 4 and I am just under halfway in Alex Approximately. I did have to have a little bit of a nap because like I said, my sleeping is terrible right now. So I was out for about 20 minutes, not actually reading. So I think if I were reading for that 20 minutes, I would be halfway, which is what I presumed. So I think in about 2.5 hours I might be able to finish this. So I'm just gonna keep on pushing on through and try and get it done before dinner. Meanwhile, I have switched cats. I now have Snowflake on me instead of Jinx. She switched out and he was more than happy to take the warm, comfy lap. I'm gonna keep powering through because I am really loving Alex Approximately. It's really fun, it's really cute. I feel like she's blind towards Porter right now, but I love the intrigue. I mean, basically what happens is Bailey moves across states, and she moves from Washington to California to live with her dad, and essentially she has been talking to this guy online in like this film critics thing, and they get along so well, and she's like trying to find him because it turns out that he lives in the same town that her dad lives in. And she's saying all these things that she kind of knows about him because they haven't really told each other personal details. And it's like so obvious that it's this guy, but then I'm like, are they gonna make it that obvious that it's the guy? But then also she never thinks it's him, so like maybe it's only meant to be obvious to us, the reader. Anyway, I really hope it's him because he's really cute, and I think that like they would be really fun together. But I guess I'll see where it goes, and I'm actually like, it's so easy to read because it's just like fun little contemporary stuff. Love it. Look at these cuties. I'm halfway, well, over halfway. Only 100 and, wait, yeah, like 100 pages left, roughly. Wait, what? Really? No, 200 pages left. Only 200 pages left, and I am adoring this book. It is so cute. I haven't read like a cute little contemporary romance in quite a while, so it's really fun to get back to it and all the like cute little moments and stuff. Oh. If you're looking for a really light-hearted read, I highly recommend Alex Approximately. Also, if you really love film, it's super great because there are a lot of cute little film references. But yeah, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna go get dinner, and then I'm gonna finish this off for sure tonight because I'm loving it. Okay, so I am all ready for bed, and I'm just not feeling like putting my face on the camera because I look like I died 3 days ago. Anyway, I have an early wake up tomorrow, so I'm in bed and it is 10:29, so basically 10:30. And I'm just going to read Alex Approximately until I literally cannot anymore. And again, this book is so cute. I highly recommend it if you're looking for like a really sweet, fun read. And just please read it. I want to talk about it with more people, and there's that beautiful feeling of people falling in love that I love reading about, so I'm really excited. Also, I wanted to explain this, which by the way is by Fox and Fallow. If you've never heard of them, I'm sorry, because they make beautiful stationery, and if you're a stationery person like I am, you're gonna be obsessed. Essentially, this is just like a notepad, and recently I've taken to the idea of writing down really sweet quotes or things that I sort of relate to in here. I literally only have 2 in there at the moment because I just wasn't really doing it. But I'm gonna pick this back up. After watching Books with Chloe, she annotates like all of her books, and I think it's amazing and a really amazing idea because when you go back and you reread, which I do often, you can see what your thoughts were and what you really loved, and like if you lend it out to a person, you can sort of have that connection with them. I'm not ready to mark my books just yet, but I might do a reread of a book I really love and try it with that. But for now, we're gonna do cute little quotes in this cute little book that I just realized has a scratch through it, which is probably from my cats. God damn it. Anyway, it's still cute. Where the magic happens, you know? So yeah, good night for now. I will see you tomorrow after I work for ages and hopefully have finished this. Hello! I have finished work for the day. I've been home for a little while. I just had a shower, washed and dried my hair, which was in desperate need. And I am just about to finish off Alex Approximately. I have less than 100 pages to go, so I'll be done within the hour. I'm a little nervous because there hasn't really been any sort of hiccup in the romance, and I know logically there's going to be, because there has to be, you know, something to sort of ricochet it off its path, and then either it comes back or it, like, she moves on, sort of thing. And I'm just, there's not that much to go, so I'm like, what is gonna happen? Is it gonna just be glossed over? Like, I hope it's handled really well. Anyway, yeah, 100 pages less than. Let's do it. The drama literally just happened in the chapter after. Oh my god, it's all blowing up. I knew it was this obvious, and I don't, like, it's kind of frustrating that she never sees it, and she's always like, oh, that's so funny, that's coincidental, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh my god, there can't be that many coincidences. Anyway, it's blowing up, and I knew it. I knew it. I'm finished. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it all went down exactly how I thought it would. He found out how I thought he would find out. She didn't figure it out until the last minute. It all went down how I thought it would. So I really loved this book in terms of it being a really cute and sweet read. Also, all the film stuff in it just made my heart sing. You all know I'm a film buff, maybe, I don't know, but I am. And that was a really great little part of it for me. And I don't know, the characters were cute, they were likable, they had their flaws, which is great because they were actually, you know, crafted to be real people. The whole, like, her not realizing was a little bit annoying because I feel like she's a smarter girl than that. And I mean, they tried to give you a reason of why she didn't figure it out from her dad, but I don't accept it. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked it. It's a really cute read, really fun. I would highly recommend it. I just can't give it a 5 because it's pretty flawed, but you know, still good. I'm going to cook up some dinner for myself now. I'm going to listen to Sharp Objects while I do that. I did start The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender this morning, but I'm gonna keep going with Sharp Objects because I think I can get that one done and then at least watch maybe the first episode tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's alright. That's not too bad. That's 5 books out of 7. Still better than I've ever done before because I've never actually tried to do this, and I think I've learnt to maybe not do such massive books. Like, why did I choose every book that was over 300 pages? Like, that was a bit silly of me. But anyway, it finally gave me a reason to read some books that I'd been wanting to read, and like, yeah, and I actually got to enjoy them. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go do that because I'm pretty hungry, and then I'll probably get ready to go to the special screening of Drive. I'm gonna try and take you along with me, show you some stuff, but obviously, like, I can't film in there because I'm not that type of person. But yeah, we'll see, because I am meeting up with some friends as well. But yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. I'm back in the car after seeing Hear My Eyes Drive, the special screening, and oh my god, it was beyond. I haven't actually watched Drive in quite a while, and that was such a magical way to watch it. So essentially what Hear My Eyes is they play the song, but they have a live band that will play the soundtrack. So those beautiful songs like Real Hero and like the Kavinsky Night Call track, all of that was played by a live band, and it just added this layer of feeling to watching Drive that was magical. It was so amazing. I loved it. I thought it was so good. I didn't film on my camera while I was out. I felt a little bit nervous about being, one, walking around on my own in the middle of the city with a camera out. Two, I have a limp and I don't really want to, I don't want to like drag more attention towards myself by also having the camera. Like, people just be like, is this girl okay? So I did film some stuff on my phone because I felt a bit more comfortable about that. But yeah, it was amazing. I did get a little clip of the final song in the credits because obviously I wasn't going to film while the film was playing. But yeah, it's probably terrible quality, but that explains why, because it's on my phone and not on a camera. Anyway, I'm gonna drive home now. I'm gonna keep listening to Sharp Objects. When I was sitting waiting to watch Drive, and I was like, why did I not read The Driver? Like, I had these plans. I knew I was going to see the special screening of Drive. I have a copy of The Driver, which is what the book is the film is based on. Why didn't I read that for my film, like, watch a film? Oh my god, just, it was a really, that moment when I realized I could have read that and like watched it and it all been a part of like my week would have been perfect. But I totally forgot that I was seeing it until like a few days ago when my friends were like, hey, when are we meeting? I was like, that is this week. Damn it. Anyway, I have tomorrow morning to myself. I've only got plans for a little bit in the afternoon, so tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, I can get it done. It'll be fine. Okay, so it is Sunday, the 5th of August, which means it is the last day of Booktube-A-Thon. I had a really lazy morning because I finally had a Sunday off, and I didn't really get much done. I did finish Sharp Objects. I think I'm resigned to the fact that I'm only going to finish 4 books this week. And I say only, but like 4 is still pretty good. I was just really hoping for at least 5, but I made like 0 start on Life and Death last night. And I'm kind of like so exhausted and like kind of read out. Like, I don't know if I can read anymore today. I just kind of want to be really lazy, and I'll probably watch Sharp Objects and fully complete that challenge. So yeah. Hey, so it's actually Tuesday the 7th of August as I'm talking to you right now. Booktube-A-Thon actually finished 2 days ago, but on Sunday I took a turn for the worse. I had a headache all day, which actually turned into a migraine. So I went to my friend's pole competition. They did amazing. I was so proud of all of them. And then I had to drive home with sunglasses on because my migraine got pretty bad. And yeah, I'm sorry that this is coming so late. But yeah, I thought I'd do a little bit of a wrap up, and I do also have some book mail. So I'll do the wrap up first. Now, the first book I finished was The Last of August, which was the coin toss choice. I didn't love it as much as the first one. I did say that. I think A Study in Charlotte, just the dynamic was a lot better. I felt this one was a little bit angsty maybe. But yeah, I'll still read the third one. I think it's A Case for Jamie or something like that. But yeah, I didn't love it, but I'm glad I finally got a chance to read it because of the coin toss. The second book that I finished was The Hazelwood, and this was for a cover with green on it, which this one clearly has. This one I think I also gave like 3 stars, only because Alice really frustrated me. I mean, it made sense in the end it was predictable. I mean, in my reading, I found it predictable, but it was still cool. It was still really interesting, and I really did like the hinterland stories that she created in here. So the like folklore and stuff behind it all was really cool. There were times where I was like, this is like repeating itself. Like they had the same fights, her and Ellery, and yeah, but it was still cool, still a fun read. Just not my favorite. The third book I finished, I think, was Sharp Objects. No. It was Alex Approximately. I finished Alex Approximately on Friday, and I really did adore this book. I gave it 4 stars. It would have had 5, but there were times where it just really annoyed me that she wasn't forward thinking and actually realizing like how coincidental everything was. Like she would comment on it and be like, oh, he knows about Breakfast at Tiffany's or something, but like not actually think about it. And it kind of just like, I was like, yeah, that's exactly what your friend online said. But anyway, that was a bit of a spoiler, I'm so sorry, but it's so obvious like the second you meet him that it's going to be him. Anyway, I did still really enjoy it, and I read this book for the challenge, read a book about something you want to do. Bailey moves to California, and I've always wanted to go to California, so that is why I read that one. And then the 4th book and the last book, unfortunately, that I finished this week was Sharp Objects. As soon as I started listening to the audiobook, I remembered everything that happened. It all came flooding back, and I knew exactly what was going on, but it was still really cool to read it all through. I unfortunately haven't actually watched the TV show yet, so I can't really count the challenge as done, which kind of sucks. But unfortunately with migraines, you can't really do anything when you have them. So I wasn't really able to read anymore on Sunday. I couldn't watch anything. I just had to sort of sit, and I just listened to classical music for a little while and just tried to mellow out. Basically, it's a fail all around, but I mean, not in the sense that I did at least get through 4 books, right? That's pretty cool. I mean, that's the most I've actually done in a week so far. So I'll get to the book mail. I know exactly what this is, and I actually pre-ordered it because it just sounded really cool, and I'd seen some cool reviews for it. So it is The Cheerleaders by Cara Thomas. Now, for Booktube-A-Thon, I was going to read Little Monsters, also by Cara Thomas. I think she does amazing thriller stuff. I haven't actually had a chance to read any of them yet, but I've heard amazing, amazing things. Yeah, on the back it has a quote by Riley Sager, who is the author of Final Girls, which I actually really loved, and I recommended it to my mum, but she's only read like a third, maybe even, and I recommended it to her last year, like at the start of the year I think when I read it, or maybe even at the end of last year. Anyway. A little bit Riverdale and a little bit Veronica Mars. The Cheerleaders is a twisty page turner that will have you doubting every character you meet and everything you think you know. That just sounds right up my alley. It sounds really cool. I have just been really loving the YA thrillers that have been coming out recently. Like, give them all to me. I want them all. I'm a huge fan of horror films. It's my dream to be in a horror film. And so I'm like, I love reading all these because I'm like, hey, if you create a movie for this, I could be this character. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'm not a disappointment to all of you like I was to myself. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye!